good when we start that way. England was ruled by royalty, and a small group of wealthy lords, barons, who owned most of the land. Most people were very poor. Aye, we know that feeling, says I. And worked for the lords as farmers and had very little freedom. At the time of our story, King Richard, one noble royal king, was off in a far land fighting the Holy War. And the country was ruled by his brother, Prince John, not a favorite, for he had imposed very heavy taxes upon the populace and severe penalties if they could not or would not pay, including taking their land and even imprisoning them. Our story takes place in two locations: in the town of Nottingham, the hometown of Maid Marian, and in the dark recesses of Sherwood Forest. Let us now fly to the town of Nottingham.
I love my town of Nottingham. It is such a beautiful place, and surrounded by the lovely Sherwood Forest. I do so wish that the Sheriff of Nottingham would treat the people better and not enforce Prince John's cruel taxes.
All to the poor, all to the poor. Good lady, please take pity on those who have so little.
Here is a far thing, but you must move on. The sheriff would be angry if he saw me talking to you.
Good morning, Lady Mary. What a beautiful day it is, everybody.
That was not right. You stole from that person.
The gold came to a hungry family for a month. They had a just family to give it to.
You rob from the rich and give to the poor? That is a very admirable thing to do. Please take another farthing for the poor people of Nottingham.
Be gone with you! I am the sheriff. I tell you to go away, and don't bother the noble people of Nottingham. Lady Mary, come with me.
Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor. If only I could reveal myself to the lovely Maid Marian. When I was a member of a wealthy family, we were childhood friends. But my father lost his property due to the taxes enforced by Prince John. So now I live in Sherwood Forest as an outlaw.
And now our scene switches and flies to the dark wilds of Sherwood Forest, where many a poor person, due to burdensome taxes, has taken refuge and lives among the trees.
Robin Hood, I've been living here in the forest for years now. Will we ever be able to stop being outlaws? Our only crime is not being able to pay our taxes.
Until King Richard returns, we'll need to stay here. It's not such a bad life, is it? We can live off the land, hunting and foraging, and occasionally robbing the rich lords who come to the forest.
There seem to be more and more of us living in the wooded forest lately. So many men being turned into outlaws by the cruel actions of Prince John and Sheriff of Nottingham. Why, we even have a friar with us. Friar Tuck.
At least some of the time. I must go back to my regular post at the kirk in Nottingham and see what the prince and the sheriff are up to. God bless all the merry men.
Well then, I'm off to the stream to catch some fish for dinner.
As Robin wanders to catch some dinner, he is interrupted by a stranger as he approaches the bridge over the babbling stream.
I'll just cross this log bridge to find my favorite fishing spot. But who's that blocking my passage?
Out of my way. I am going to cross this bridge.
You move away, or I'll knock you off the bridge.
No, you move out of my way.
You're a very mighty fighter who outbested me. What is your name? And where are you headed into the forest?
My name is Little John, and I am looking for Robin Hood to join his crew.
Well, you have found Robin Hood. Then we welcome you to join us. We need strong fighters like you. I will call you Little John, since you are so small in stature.
Meanwhile, back in the town of Nottingham, Maid Marian is tormented by a decision she must make, imposed upon her by her father.
Father, I won't marry Sir Guy of Gisborne. I could never marry a man I don't love.
He's not just any man, he's a powerful friend of Prince John, so you will be in the royal inner circle.
I will not marry Sir Guy, no matter how powerful he is. And Prince John is a cruel man, and not a proper ruler for our country. Besides, my heart has belonged to another since we were children together.
Do you mean Robin of Locksley? He's now that outlaw Robin Hood, and the sheriff has been hunting him for years.
I don't know if he even still remembers me, but what I hear about Robin Hood is that he is trustworthy and brave, helps other people at all times, and is physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. That is the kind of man that I will marry, not Sir Guy.
You must marry Sir Guy, Marian. The sheriff has told me that if you won't, he'll take all of our property and lock you in the tower.
And so, back in Sherwood Forest, the merry men and women of the Shire are growing a bit tired of the lifestyle in which they are forced to live, and with the hope of King Richard's return and the restoration of the kingdom.
When will King Richard ever return? All of the people are miserable under the rule of Prince John.
We can't go on living like this, living in the forest. We've been out here for years now.
Keep our faith in King Richard and Robin Hood. And keep helping out the citizens of Nottingham.
Robin Hood! Robin Hood! Robin Hood! I have news from Nottingham. Prince John is having an archery tournament tomorrow, and a golden arrow is the main prize. And what else? Oh, a maid Marian is being held in the tower. She just will have nothing to do with that guy Gisborne guy.
The words of that golden arrow would feed many families. We must go to town, join the competition, and rescue Maid Marian. Come, merry men, let us make our plans for tomorrow's adventure.
Aye.
Oh yes, Madrigal. They've never had a single rehearsal. It is the day of the archery tournament. And Robin Hood and his merry men are joining in disguise, hoping to rescue the Maid Marian.
The archery tournament will sure to bring Robin Hood out of Sherwood Festival. Forest, not festival, forest. He won't be able to resist the chance to show off his skill and win the prize of the golden arrow.
And when he does, Your Majesty, my men and I will be there to grab him.
I will finally be rid of that outlaw. How dare he flaunt the laws of the land and take from the rich and give to the poor?
The competition is nearly done.
now have 2 remaining archers vying for the golden arrow. One of them is a local knight, well known to us. But the other is a stranger who says he is from a foreign land called Oregon, and that his home is in a sylvan glade. Since he has done so well in the tournament thus far, perhaps we should establish a regular competition with the archers of this Oregon.
Since we have a monk in our presence, please come forward and give us a blessing prior to the final round of the competition.
Dominus vos piam.
Sir Morbach of Nottingham, you have one chance in this final round of competition. Make your very best shot.
For Nottingham!
Woo! Congratulations, Sir Morbach. A bullseye. Certainly the stranger from Oregon cannot do better than that. Certainly not do better than that.
Yes, but Sir Morbach's arrow with his own.
It looks like you have won the competition and the golden arrow. But what is your name, stranger from Oregon?
My name is Robin Hood, and my merrymen and I have come to rescue Maid Marian. Merrymen, reveal yourselves!
Seize these outlaws and throw them in the dungeon.
Halt in the name of the king.
There is no mayor here in Shire. I'm the king here in England. I am in charge now. Everyone's talking at once.
Oh, King Richard!
King Richard at his turn.
There is no need for a caretaker prince anymore. I have returned and I've learned how you have mistreated my people in my absence. Yes, leave this country or I'll throw you in the dungeon.
That's you. Sure.
Oh, Sheriff. That's not it. Sheriff, as soon as you've released Maid Marian, your services are no longer required. Robin Claxton, your family's lands will be restored to you, as will all the lands that have been confiscated for taxes. From this day forward, the law of the land will be peace and justice for all, equality of opportunity and generosity to strangers.
Thank you, sire, for returning to England to right the wrongs of Prince John, and thank you for returning Lady Marian from captivity.
Huzzah for King Richard and for Robin Hood.